Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Dear Mr. Wonderful from 1982. It's the first film in the 50 Excellent 80s Films collection, is directed by Peter Lilienthal, and stars Joe Pesci and Frank Vincent. Oh man, the 50 Excellent 80s Films collection is trying to be sneaky right off the bat with its first film, although it is in a way we haven't seen much of in past 50 packs. The film tries to pass itself off as being from 1991 when it is actually from 1982. Nice try, Mr. Wonderful. This film is okay. I mean, it's not good and it's not bad, it's just perfectly middle of the road. But I got through its lengthy 111-minute runtime without squirming in my seat or being bored, so I guess that's saying something. The very first minute of this film is very jarring as the vocals are of a man crooning over the opening titles, and then that opening title mentions Joe Pesci, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the two things felt like polar opposites. Joyful crooning and Joe Pesci. I'm so used to seeing Joe Pesci as this angry man stabbing someone to death with a pen or something similar that to see him hopping along some rocks and hear happy singing behind his name appearing on the screen just seems way out of the usual. Then it just gets weirder as the opening titles tell us that the original songs and lyrics were written by Joe Pesci. Wait, you're telling me that not only is Joe Pesci a musically inclined fella, but that he's also the guy crooning on the soundtrack at the present moment? Holy fucking shit, that was a whole bunch of surprises in a very short amount of time. The film itself is very tame. Pesci plays Ruby, a singer who owns a bar/bowling alley that the mob has its eye on, and he spends the movie trying to not give in to them. Does he? Doesn't he? I guess since the whole movie is leading to it, I'll consider that spoiler territory and leave it unanswered in this review. Also, am I just a sucker for a good mustache, or is Joe Pesci kinda attractive in this movie? Oh, and the guy playing his nephew in this film may be hard to recognize, but imagine his head bald and you might recognize Sex and the City's Evan Handler. Frank Vincent, rest in peace, also known as the background guy in every other Pesci mob movie in addition to The Sopranos, also stars in this film. Like I said, if you were to place this film on the scale and measured whether it was worth it or not, you'd get a perfectly level measurement as there is nothing to tip the scales in one direction or the other. The film simply exists in the Hall of Filmdom. Sorry about photos during this review, I could only find a very small amount in the internet search. I'm going to give Dear Mr. Wonderful a perfectly average C because it didn't wow or offend me. Tomorrow I'll be reviewing Don Juan DeMarco. See y'all then.